Hey demons, it's your boy Zero, the gaming demon. Today we have games 4, 5, and 6 of our Cathay Dynasty, now year 2. We're coming off of 1 win and 2 losses in our opening stream of season 2. If you guys missed that, go back and watch it. We got some custom recruits in the Dynasty now, and they played their first games. They played well, and we faced 2 custom recruits recently in our past few games. Diego Montoya at Missouri and Andreas Maynard at Northwestern. Go back and watch that stream to see how they did. I am still accepting custom recruits. Feel free to leave your recruit suggestion in the chat below, or put it in the comments post stream. I will be sure to write them down and put them in the hat draw if it's too many for me to create in one off season. The rules for which are in the description. And without further ado, let's get on with game 4 against Navy. I'm thinking we're gonna go maybe 1 and 2 again. Maybe 2 and 1 if they play well. Sorry about that sip. Very loud sip. Had some fruit punch Arizona. Not sponsored. Though Arizona, if you want to, I'm open to it. But in all seriousness, I'm a little excited for this stream. Got off work a little late. Shoulders bothering me, so I'm gonna stay home for this one. Go to rugby practice on Thursday. We wear the gold. We'll wear the regular home. I'm not quite seeing the difference. Besides, like the gold trim, I guess that's the difference. Defensive end, middle linebacker, right outside linebacker. Okay. And they got a guard hurt. We might be able to win this one. They're a rushing team. Starting guard being gone is huge. Try to fix this real quick. Maybe that'll work. No, that's somehow worse. Maybe this will work a bit better. It's okay. It's a little bit better. It's still a bit slow. I'll fix it. Oh, Kiki is running away. Macy to pick it up on the return here. Yeah, it's a bit too slow. Mm-mm. Technical difficulty. It's really slow for some reason. Just put it back to default. Runs a bit smoother on there. Gonna throw it out left. Nice deflection by their defensive back. Okay, it's catching up a little bit. It's trying its best. Gonna run an option left. Tap on the pitch to Crocker. Runs out of bounds after a gain of about 3. Hmm. I'll do play-by-play. Coming out shotgun set. Tight end right. Split backs 3rd and 7. Top drops back. He pumps. He's rolling right. He's going to hit Muhammad short. Muhammad with the sure hands. Tackled down at about the 34, 35 yard line. 24, 25 yard line. After a gain of about 6 there. Once again, I would like to thank Optimus Klein for allowing me to be a featured channel on his channel. If you have not, go subscribe to him. Really cool dude, really great commentary, really fun series. He's got baseball now on the channel. He's got 2K5 coming up soon. Definitely go and check that out. Check out his stream tomorrow for that 2K5 Buffalo Bills Dynasty. And subscribe to my channel if you like the Cathay Buffaloes, and with more sports to come as I take a sack. Should have been paying attention on that one. If anybody has any tips or anything on how to get this to run more smoothly, feel free to let me know, because it's a little slow right now, and it usually isn't this slow. I don't know why it's doing this. helps a bit. Helps it a little bit. Really low throw to Blanchard. Trying to make something happen. Can't get past the 20 though. We're going to have to punt with minute 50 left to go. With 5 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the first. Got punt by Reese. Pryor trying to get down there. As it rolls to a stop on about 36-yard line. Starting left outside linebacker is Chambers. That's one of our new created recruits out here. Hopefully he has a good game. In his opening couple of games, he was all right. Hope he balls out this game. As their running back, number 44, takes him down. Even though I really feel like it wasn't him. I feel like it was probably Stanton that took him down, or Arlington. I think that was their fullback Gage that took that last run. Gain of 2. Option left. Collins couldn't get off the block. Their quarterback is tackled after a gain of about 16 there. Yeah. 14 or 16 there. It's running a bit smoother. Maybe we can bring Bob back. Yeah, there we go. Bob doesn't sound like he's speaking in slow motion anymore. Capo gets off the block to the left, but it's all right. He doesn't get tackled, but he's getting good pressure. We'll take that. Hooks was there to clean up for him. Gage seems to be their main man at fullback. If we're not careful, he can really take off on us. Cathay trying to get the crowd involved. Coming out in the 3-4 set against the right wing tee. Quarterback misses on the wingback sweep and gets tackled for a loss by Arrington, and they're forced to punt. Crocker back to return. He's dangerous back there. Calling a fair catch. Name of the game is still finish. At least we have our hands. Top coming out in shotgun. 3 wide receiver set. He's trying to screen the Burge. Can't hang on through it through contact. Guys got a block on that right side. For sure. come out and try something a little different here. See if we can get something going on the ground, which we can't. Can't make the initial guy miss. We can't move the ball. Team's pretty bad, so hopefully we can get better this next off season. If you have a custom recruit that you would like to add to the series, please let me know. Crocker with the user catch. Way to stick with it. Where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna go? Gonna try a screen here out to the right. Tap gets rocked as he gets the ball off, but at least it's set up. We got the blocks. Crocker getting the gain of about 8 there. Game says it's a gain of 7. Always shorten the little guy. About 2:45 left to go in the first and counting. Four wide receiver set. Cathay using a lot of shotgun this game. Short throw to Burge for a sliding catch. Tap with 3 completions. When the running game isn't working, the passing game is. They were struggling the past first few games. Slowly but surely coming into his own is Tap. Cathay trying a halfback option. Trying to get Crocker in space, and they can't quite do that. Blocks don't quite hold up. Try a little under center. 5 wide receiver set. See how Navy responds to this. Trying over the middle for Pryor. Just overruns the ball. Third and 9. Tap calling an audible. Hoping for Brook twist over the middle here. Play action. Brook twist. Sure hands. Way to look that in. Even with the jumping linebacker, he managed to concentrate and catch that one. Cathay showing that they can move even if the running game doesn't work on them. Isn't working. Cardi up the middle on the draw. Gets a gain of about 9 there. Cathay keeping this shotgun spread look. Four wide receiver set. Option right. Got a block to the outside, running the option. Maybe Cathay can make the man miss, and he can't. Goes for a gain of about 5. 4 or 5 there. 9:05 left to go in the first. Cathay on a drive. Pump faking, looking for Brook twist again. He overthrows him and leads him right into some contact. Definitely needs to watch that. Tap definitely needs to watch that. 2nd and 10. Tap dropping back to pass once more. Looking deep for Williams. Triple coverage. He overthrows everyone. Third and 10 from the 28-yard line. Cathay struggling like they were last year. They always seem to stall out once they get close to the red zone. Going deep for Williams again. Overthrows him. Lost it looking back. Couldn't quite find it. Couldn't quite track it correctly. 4th and 10, 45-yard kick from the 28-yard line. Pretty sure Walter can make this kick. Not with that power or accuracy. Yeah. He most definitely can make it with full power and perfect accuracy, but I don't know what that was. Cathay still trying to keep the crowd in it as Navy comes out in a wishbone set. Gage on the run, can't quite get brought down, and he goes for a big gain. Cathay needs to figure out how to contain this run game, or it's going to be a long day. And they need to find a way to get their run game going. Crowd trying to work their magic on it. Arrington on a huge tackle for loss there. Maybe just 1 yard, but that does something. Need to keep that mentality, keep that intensity. Cathy's defense always ranked among the highest, with us being ranked first in the nation with only allowing 279 yards total. Blew that last year in a couple of big games, but still our defense is tenacious. Navy has played 6 games and they are 1-5. They are fishing for a win. We've only played 3. The difference in how well oiled the machine is paramount here. But our defense should be able to hold. Trying that wing back. And Kaipo in the backfield for the tackle for loss on a huge hit. Forcing the punt. Crocker back to return. 2nd quarter. 6:45 left to go. It's a high pumps hanging up there. Crocker's calling a fair catch. 3.6 second hang time. That's something. See what Cathay decides to do. Will they come out in the run or will they come out in the pass this time? Coming out in the 3 wide receiver set. In a 4 wide receiver set. Coming out in the pass again. Defense is all over it. Tap looking to run. Showing that he wants to get his leg, saying that he wants to get involved for a gain of about 6 there. Hand it off going left to Crocker. Get him in the open space. Makes 2 Navy midshipmen miss, and he's off to the races. He's at the 40, 35-30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5. It's a race to the end zone, and he gets there after being tripped up. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Number 97 for Navy is hurt. Hopefully he is okay. That was one heck of a run by Crocker. As the Cathay Buffalo go up 7-0 over the Navy midshipmen. After talking with Coach on the sideline about that missed kick earlier and how he feels about scoring a touchdown, says that he's feeling good. He's gonna keep doing what works. And as for the missed kick, their kicker is saying that he needs to get some new cleats. He keeps slipping. As Walter sends it deep. Colbert taking it on the 4-yard line. Getting out to about maybe the 20. Yeah, to the 23-yard line. Navy's coming out, looking to respond after that huge touchdown run by Crocker, as the Cathay defense looks to stay as tenacious as always and attack like a rabid Wolverine and get after that ball. The defense is reading that wingback sweep every time Navy calls it. And they're back on a 3-yard lost tackle. Number 97, Dave Capers, out for the rest of the game with a knee bruise. I've got nothing to say about that. Speedy recovery. Gets his bone bruise as Hooks takes Colbert down after a gain of about 2. Navy in shotgun now. Cathay rushing 4. They're passing it short. Morgan there for the tackle on number 87. Cathay defense really getting after it this home game, looking to get a win. Keep some momentum going. Crocker going back to receive the punt. This is the 3rd time he's being punted to. .505 left to go in the second. Wild snap to the right. Does Crocker have some blocks? He does not. It's going to call a fair catch on that one. Cathay coming out in this 5-wide set. Excuse me for the yawn. They said they've been trying to get Crocker more involved. They try to swing out the wingback screen out to him, but it doesn't quite work with a defender in his face. 2nd down. Tap takes the snap, looking for Bird short. Bird looking through contact, makes the catch. Gain of about 8 there. Berg, learning a thing or two from Brooke Twist on focusing on the catch the ball more often. Something in Mamu we all hope is watching from the sideline and learning for when he sees the field his redshirt senior year. As we pitch it and Crocker is tackled, can't quite get to the ball. Is Brooke Twist hung up, and we turn the ball over. Gatlin jumping on it. The rain has something to do with that, and good defense by Navy. Defense hoping to get the ball back. Running off to the right. Massey bit too far inside. Can't quite catch him. Timeout taken by Cathay. Maybe trying to talk some sense into this defense. Hopefully talk some sense to that offense too. Incomplete pass as the pressure scared the quarterback, got him to throw the ball faster than he wanted to. .426 to go. Navy coming out still in this wing tee wishbone style. Sending them back in motion. Their handoff to the fullback up the gut. Okiki there to make the tackle. He had to fight off a block to do that, but defense showing that bend don't break mentality they always had since season 1, since last year. Trying to get the crowd involved as much as possible this game. They know it's the crowd that's going to win them this one. Keeping them motivated and showing them that they got their back. Fullback running somebody over. Page on the tackle there. Really struggling to stop this fullback here. Kaipo gets off and lays a hit, but to the wrong guy. Massey gets blocked. Ball overruns him. We managed to trip up the quarterback on the 1 yard line. Pretty selfish there. Definitely need to stop that fullback and stop that quarterback. Navy on about the half-yard line here. And again, Navy goes for this wing-back sweep, and it doesn't work again, but we almost tackle them in. 2nd and goal from the 1 yard line. Cathay trying to hold this bend don't break mentality. They pitch it. Zaire staying home. Arrington to help out with the tackle for loss, moving Navy back to about the 3. Cathay expecting to give up to the fullback here. No one's there. No one's at home. Everybody slipped. Touchdown midshipman. Quarterback walks that one in on the read option. The read option counter there. Tied up 7-all after 8 plays. Cathy's offense a little bit confused. Don't quite know how that one got away from them, and they're looking to correct their mistake in the final 2 minutes and 49 seconds of this first half. Okiki taking it from the 10-yard line. Spinning left. And gets tackled at about the 25-yard line. 26-yard line. Cathay coming out for a wide again. Direct snap to Crocker. They're trying to get him involved. Can't quite shake that linebacker though. Cathay going no huddle, hoping to catch Navy off balance here. This tap calls another audible. Counter play to Crocker, back up the middle. Gets a gain of about 3 or 4 there for the first down. Cathay coming out with trips right. Navy in the dime to try to answer. Blitzing middle linebacker. Crocker on the play action. He's looking Burge over the middle, but it's deflected. Sea of hands. No one comes down with it. Real scary ball. Definitely should have been looking more downfield. He's trying to play it safe there. 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go. His tap stats for the day: 7 for 16 for 68 yards. Bad snap, high snap. Looking for Crocker, but he overthrows him, throws it out of bounds. Cathay taking another timeout. Probably trying to talk some stuff over. Offense cannot be stalling the way that they are if they're looking to win games. Tap quieting down the crowd. Crocker the lone back. Play action. He's looking for Brook Twist over the middle, and normally with sure hands can't quite hold on to that one. Can't quite hold on to that one. And it's 4th and 10. Cathay forced a punt. Just seems to be the tail of the tape for Cathay in their 2 years of existence. They can win games. They got heart. But they're fighting on talent. Beautiful punt by Reese, getting it down inside the 10, inside the 5-yard line, all the way down to about the 4. Kid's gifted. He got the golden foot. He's only a sophomore. Audible to fullback run, and Oliver, who got beaten back, makes the tackle after a gain of about 6. Cathay, probably expecting another run up the middle, is gonna squish the line down as they come out in the nickel. Hand off to the fullback again for the first down. Tackled by Zaire, but he's the one who basically tossed them over it. Navy coming out in the Maryland eye. Lead fullback handoff as he's tackled again. after a gain of about 4. Hooks on that tackle again. Zaire gets put back on his face, but manages to trip up Gage after another fullback dive. Not quite understanding why Navy keeps doing this. It's not making a lot of sense. They're eating up clock, but yet they call timeouts to try to have more clock. It doesn't make sense. And I'm expecting another fullback run here. Cathay still trying to keep the crowd involved. Rushing forward. They're throwing it deep. He overthrows everyone. Overthrows everyone. 41 seconds left to go as Navy once again has to punt. Has to punt it right back to the Buffaloes. Hopefully Crocker can get a good return here and set Cathay up to go into halftime with the lead. But he gets no blocks. Calls it a fair catch at about the 45-yard line. .36 seconds left to go in the first half. Cathay comes out in a spread wide receiver set. Spread look, sending Crocker out in motion. Better snap this time. Crocker looking deep. Just throwing it up. Tap looking deep for Crocker. Crocker has it and then he drops it. Ripped from his hands. Couldn't quite hold on to it through the contact. 30 seconds left to go. 2nd and 10. Tap was anxious to try to make something happen. Threw it up to his best back. And that's all he had to show for it. Looking to pass again. Pump fakes. Throwing it to Blanchard. And he can't hold on to it either. He can't place it any better than that. You can't place it any better than that. The rain is playing a factor into the game. Tap dropping back to pass once more. Trying to work it to Burge. He overthrows him. It's tipped and it's picked. Crocker on the chase and tackle at about midfield. And it doesn't help that there's a holding call on Hobson. We cannot be doing this. We cannot be doing this. 7 for 21 and a pick. Tap, I'm giving you the start because you started last year, buddy. Come on, you can't be doing this. Navy coming out wide. Cathay in the dime to counter, throwing it deep. Got a man, deflected. Can't quite hold on to it in the rain. Falls to the turf. 12 seconds left to go. 2nd and 10. Navy still coming out in a 4 or 5 wide receiver set. Cathay got 2 of their main defenders in the dirt, throwing it up. Ball on the deflection. Would have been better with a pick. Navy coming out 4 wide again. Cathay trying to get the crowd involved in the dime as Navy comes out with a 4 wide set. Cathay rushing 4. Throwing it deep again. Deflected by Morgan. Can't quite get a hold of it. 1 second left to go, and Navy's going to go for it. Way to go down in the first half with a fight. Cathay backing off, looking not to be burnt. Messi coming back with the distraction to cause the drop, and defense goes into halftime with a dub. Offense still wondering what's going on both sides. Both teams still looking for a win as we go into halftime. Tied 7-7. I'm making a switch. Coming out defense, hoping to set the tone here. Walters on the kick. Burridge on the tackle. Kaipo getting off the block, trying to chase him down. Massey on the outside gets the tackle on Gage. Cathay really needs to find a way to slow down this fullback. Every single run has been a gain of 6, 7, or 8 or more. Stanton on the tackle for loss. He's been everywhere today. Cathay defense still trying to keep the crowd involved as they once again fail to stop the fullback. Cathay coming out with 5 down linemen. This is a little bit peculiar. They don't usually come out in this. 6 minutes left to go in the third. Try to counter this fullback. And he's still getting about 5. Oliver is just getting eaten up by that tackle out there that Navy has. He's been killing them all day. Off the pitch, and he runs out of bounds early on the triple option. He would have had it if he stayed in bounds. We couldn't get off a block to save our life. 3rd and 2. Cathay coming out in the 4-4, trying to stop this fullback that they know it's going to. They just can't seem to stop him. Just cannot stop him. Cathay trying to keep the crowd involved. Cathay line cannot get pressure. Juked around Chambers. Kaipo on the hit to Colbert, trying to force a fumble and can't quite do that. Navy's running game is really keeping them in this one. It's all handed to their fullback. Calling out some audibles. Number 2, their quarterback. If he takes a shot, Chambers coming around the edge with a tackle for loss. Coach was up to something when he put him at defensive end in that 5-2. Chambers told him he played defensive end, and Coach had a package for him. Hopefully to keep him out of double teams, he can continue to make progress like that in the running game. Halfback sweep works this time. Wingback sweep goes for about 10. Nobody on Cathy's defensive front could get off of those blocks. Cathy still trying to stop this rushing game. They know it's going to the fullback. They're calling it out. Can they stop him? They get the push. They make the tackle, and they still can't quite stop him. He falls forward and picks it up. Olainka in the backfield for the tackle for loss. Loss of 2 there for Navy. Cathy's starting to bring a bit more pressure, trying to slow down this running game that Navy has been moving on them so vividly with. 2nd and 12, 3:36 left to go in the third. Cathy rushing 5, and they couldn't quite hang on to the screen. The only pass play they have called today. One wide receiver for Navy. Cathy out in the 4-4 to meet the wishbone set here that they got. 2 wide, actually. Throwing it out to Larkin. Caught, and he's off to the races for a touchdown because our cornerback was just lost out there. Absolutely lost. 2 pass plays, and one of them goes for a touchdown. I can't believe it. They've run the ball all day. That was a given pass play, and the man was lost. The man was absolutely lost. I can't believe it. He was lost. Why was he lost? There was no play action. He was just lost. 14-7. Navy over Cathy. Okiki taking it from the 5-yard line. Trying to do a shake and bake that gets him a gain of about 1. Gets to about the 24-yard line. As Cathy comes out again. Hoping to make something happen. They've been quiet as of recent. New quarterback checking in, number 9, Abraham Jr. On the option outside, he's got some space. Pitches it to Crocker, who gets a gain of about 9. Gain of 8. Cathy going no huddle here. Maybe trying to catch the midshipman sleeping. Abraham calling out an audible. Option right. Very high tackle. No flag given, though. I'm not sure about that, ref. At least one of those high tackles was a face mask call. They're not that disciplined. Direct snap to Crocker up the middle. Goes for a gain of about 3 or 4. Cathay coming back out for a wide single back set play action to Crocker. Abraham looking deep to Brook twist. Favorite target, and it's deflected. Cathay coming out, bunch left. Calling out audible here. No one in the backfield for him. Dropping back. Looking for Brook twist over the middle. He can't quite get a hold of it. What is going on? Mo sheer hands, and it looked like it bounced off his helmet. Threw the ball right to him. Bounced off his hands. What was that? What was that? Cathay already having to waste a timeout with 2:23 left to go in the third. Not something you really want to see. Navy bringing the rush from the outside. Looking short to Crocker, and he can't hold on to it. Rain really messing with Cathay today, as no one can seem to hold on to the ball after the first quarter. Cathay coming out to go for it. Abraham trying to quiet down the crowd so that he can make some adjustments. Dropping back to pass. Throwing it over the middle. Crocker trying to use her catch it. Can't quite get to it. No one else was around. As Navy comes back out with prime field position. Up 7 over your Buffaloes. Cathay really needs to get it together. Can't make tackle. Hooks there to bring him down. They definitely need to figure out how to stop that fullback, or it's going to be a long, long day. Hypo fighting to get off the block. Oliver fighting to get off the block. Hooks there to bring him down on the halfback sweep, which wasn't working earlier, is now working. Cathay defenders just kind of look lost out there. Kaipo put back on his face, but Arrington, there as always, making the tackle on the outside. Bend don't break for Cathy's defense leads to another field goal. Cathay special teams now trying to get the crowd involved, keep this a one-score game. Kick is up, and it's slotted. Still time left for Cathay to do something. Down by 10, 17-7. Kick deep to about the 6-yard line. Massey taking it. Makes a man miss. Jukes another man out of his shoes, but it's tackled from behind. On the 22-yard line. Cathay will take over. Hopefully offense can do something. Has found their hands. They drop back. They're still passing. Looking for Brook twist over the middle, and he can't hang on to it. Can't hang on to it through contact with less than a minute left in the third. Cathay has to do something. Trying another halfback option. And Crocker is taken down at about the 24, 25-yard line. He has 101 yards on the day. Four for 10 on third down conversions. Cathay has struggled on third down for over a year now. Here they are halfway through this one and still struggling on third down. They just can't catch a break. Just cannot catch a break. Maybe a dumb call. But we got pancakes. We got broken tackles, but we don't have pitches, and that's the one thing that we needed. We got everything but the one thing we needed. Him to release the ball to the open man. Being selfish. Cannot be selfish in this sport. His defense now has to fight with their back up against the wall again. Chambers in the backfield making the tackle and keeping the wing back sweep to a 1-yard gain. Defense trying to get back to it after looking absolutely lost out there for the entire third quarter. Kaipo on a tackle on Gage, trying to keep the gains to a minimum. Going into the fourth quarter down by 10. Navy leads it 17-7 over Cathay Buffalo. Cathay defense needs to force a turnover. They're letting Navy play too clean out here. Really letting Navy play how they want. They stopped them short, but if they don't miss this kick here, it's going to be a 3-score game. It's going to still be a 2-score game, actually. And he just makes it. 20-7, Navy over Cathay. We're cursed with the no hands bug. Right after the first quarter, absolutely no one had hands. Massey trying to take it up the middle, and he is demolished. at the 26-yard line. Abrams making an audible, coming out with 4 wide receivers. He's throwing it quick, and it's deflected by the linebacker. Just can't seem to get anything to work. Down by 13 with 6:32 left to go in the fourth. Cathay trying to screen, and no blocks were given. Cathay needs a quarterback. Cathay needs wide receivers that can catch. Cathay needs offensive linemen that can block. Because absolutely no one is trying to do that this year. I don't know how we got 4 wins last year. That was a miracle. We got 1 win this year, and that's probably all we're going to get. As Reese with another booming punt sends it downfield. And that takes a Navy bounce to the side, leaving it where it is at about the 32-yard line. Ref been real questionable with these spots. Navy throwing it out right. Massey just getting burnt in coverage as usual. It's like they're on them and then they're not. Like the moment the ball is coming, they're not on them anymore. This is going to the fullback completely. Yep. There to tackle him is our defensive end, Hooks. He's had him all day whenever he goes that way. Navy has a quarterback playing wide receiver. Can we get a pick? That would have been the turning point. Morgan is just too slow to get over there as defense gets a stop. All Cathy's offense has to do is score once, and it's our game. That's all we have to do. All offense has to do is score once. Crocker making a man miss off the punt. This is his first return all day, running a man over and making 2 more miss before being tackled at about the 46-yard line. Figured they were going to place us there. Cathay has a bit of hope coming out as Navy comes out in a 4-3 to answer this 3-wide set. Pump faking his Abrams. He's got Williams deep. He still can't quite hit him. He's open. That's twice now. He's been wide open, and neither quarterback can hit him. He's either underthrown or overthrown. And then when they throw it right to him is when he's completely engulfed in defenders.
Big dog, big dog. 6-3 inside 4. Loud right.
High snap. He's got him again deep. He's looking deep. Williams, it's tipped up in the air and away from him. 3rd down, Cathay. 4 for 12 on third down. Cathay is just struggling. And he overthrows his fullback out the backfield. It's just not a good day for Cathay when their quarterbacks aren't clicking. Quarterbacks aren't clicking. It's just a bad day overall. Just not getting it. Just really not getting it. Might as well put the senior back in. If he's not doing anything, neither one of them are doing anything. High bad kick over the middle. Hopefully it takes a Cathay bounce backwards, and it does. Inside the 10 on about the 6 or 7 yard line, but of course they move them up to the 8. Ref has been real questionable with these spots. Extremely questionable with these spots. I'll give him the 6 or 7, but the fact that you moved it up there when my guy was just picking it up and took it up there, that's crazy. Ball coming up to meet Gage since no one else is man enough to do it. Safety and corners should not be laying the hit on fullbacks. They should if they have to, but they really shouldn't have to. Sending the fullback out in motion. Here Navy goes again. Oliver with the tackle for loss on Larkin. Cathay really needs to do something. They're going to lose by 2 scores with 4:20 left to go in the fourth quarter to Navy, a game that they should win. They just let this one get away from them. No one could catch. Morgan overruns him. Oliver caught up in a block. Page just trips him up at about the 24, 25 yard line. Four minutes left to go in the fourth. Cathay just struggling to stop the run. Haven't been able to run. Haven't been able to stop the run. Morgan with the tip. We need picks. Cathay coming out in a 3-4 set. Navy running the option again. Tanking down after a gain of about 4. And that clock just keeps ticking away. 3 minutes and 35 seconds left. If Cathay can get a stop here, they might be able to do something. If not, Navy's just going to keep milking this clock. Dropping back to pass for the 3rd time on the day. Well, 4th time, and Macy drops the pick now. Stopping the clock at 3:27, but what good does that do us when our offense can't do anything? They already missed the kick. Special teams missed the kick. We can't finish. That's a problem. Message since last year has been finish, and we can't do that. Good punt for Crocker to return. He makes 3. Midshipman miss, and he's on the return. Can he get a block? Makes another man miss. Gets a block. And gets Cathay down to about the 39-yard line. But, of course, they place us on the 40 because ref has something against us. 3:16 left to go in the fourth. Can we make a comeback? Tap back in the game. Giving the ball off to Muhammad, who's off to the races. Pitching it, and he gets leveled. Crocker is leveled. After a gain of about 2. Just can't get past these linebackers, and I don't even think it's linebackers that's making the tackle. I think it's their defensive linemen.
391.
Just A1 lateral movement. Brook twist still open. Can't get a hold of the ball. Everybody has the Umamu hands today. Why do we have to come to bargain with everyone? I understand the rain is literally the bane of our existence, but come on. If we can't run, what else is there for us to do? And we have to catch the ball. No one is wanting to do that. And we've already seen in the past 2 streams that ref doesn't like us and will have us get literally abused and not call a thing. I've seen my wide receivers get hit twice as Williams finally gets his first catch of the day. And it does, and we got 2 minutes and 45 seconds when the main man that has been open all day finally gets his catch after the quarterbacks have missed him consistently. Cathay threatening on the 20-yard line. Tap looking for Pryor in the bottom corner of the end zone, and triple coverage deflected, and Pryor is hit on the goal line. Five interceptions, no touchdowns. That says something. Really says something. Play action fake, tap rolling. Going for Tamati on the corner. Can't be caught. On the 21-yard line. 3rd and 10. 2:25 left to go. Tap dropping back. Navy blitzing. Trying to work the middle to Blankert. Blankert catching it. Finally finding his hands late in the game on the 9-yard line. And now the game wants to slow down. Funny. It was having a blast. It was having a blast being smooth when I wasn't threatening, and now it wants to run slow. 391. Tap calling the troops up quickly. Pump faking, looking short to Williams, and he overthrows him. That's very upsetting. 2 minutes, 7 seconds, and Navy, you already know they're going to run the ball. You already know they're going to run the clock out. Tap on the move. He's scrambling. He's looking to make something happen. Dives for it and just gets in. Touchdown, Cathay. Making the score 14-20 with 2:02 left to go. Hopefully we can force a turnover or a quick 3-and-out. Cathay has 2 timeouts left. And the kick is up and the kick is good. Down by 6 in the 4th quarter. Can Cathay make a late game comeback after entire fiasco of forgetting how to play for a whole quarter and a half? Walters sends it deep. Caught by Colbert on about the 7. We had people please come up and make these tackles rather than watching them run. That is what has been killing us all day. Minute 58 left to go. We have to bite the bullet on this first one. Possibly the second one too, but we have to get these stops, and we know they're going to the fullback. They went to Colbert. Tackle for loss. Minute 45 and counting. We have to make these stops, and we have to move and score. Defense trying to keep the crowd in it. Minute 4 on the play clock. Snap. Wing back. Breaks a tackle. Arrington on the tackle for loss. Cathay gonna waste the time out there. Here are your players of the game. Crocker with 10 carries and 103 yards and a touchdown. And Navy's quarterback. Minute 22 left to go. Navy dropping back to pass. Over the middle deep, and he missed them. Cathay has a minute and 19 left. They are quite possibly saved. Timeout left, down by 6. Crocker can get a good return here. Cathay could be in business. Ball's hanging up there though. Cathay's gonna have to play smart. Move down the field. Win this game. Minute 13 left to go. 3 wide out set, split back, safety drop. Throwing it over the middle to Blanchard, who catches it. First down, Cathay. And they're on the move. They're going for a no huddle look. Minute 4 and counting. Throwing it over to the left for Pryor, and too low of a pass. Almost throws a pick. Walk-off interception dropped by the linebacker of Navy. Cathay has 59 seconds to try to score. Coming out in the 4 wide set. Crocker the lone back. Pump faking left. Throwing it deep right to Burge, who is interfered with, and the refs don't throw a flag. Corner stood right in his way, and ref did not throw a flag, didn't even attempt to look that way. Gonna throw it deep. Burge with the catch inside the 20-yard line. Cathay with the timeout. (19-yard line). No timeouts left for Cathay. 45 seconds to go. And they're threatening of scoring and taking the lead late in this one. Throwing a bullet over to Debenham, and he can't quite get there. Cornerback deflects it away. Navy shifting the line to the left. They appear to have known something. Tap on the speed option, pitching it out. It's deflected. Crocker gets back to it, taking it back upfield, and they get a gain of about 8. They have to hurry this ball up. Tap rushing everyone to the line. It's 3rd down. He's calling an audible. Why didn't he spike it? Dropping back to pass. He's looking for Williams in the back of the end zone, and he just misses him for a 2nd time. That was a walk-off touchdown. You have got to be kidding me. Man wide open in the end zone, and you whiff on the throw for a 2nd time. Unbelievable. Cathay lining up again. This is for all the marbles. 4th and 4. 13 seconds left to go in the 4th. Tap drops back. Pump fake and throwing over the middle. Crocker can't hold on to it. Heartbreaking finish with some questionable calling. Questionable no calls. A lot of controversy here. In Independence, Missouri, as Navy is looking to call one last play and walk out of here with a win. Arrington delivering a big hit but can't quite force the fumble. As Cathay gives up a nail-breaking heart-stopper finish. 20-14, Navy takes the win. Cathay falls to 1-3. And Navy over here acting like they just won a bowl game. Y'all beat a team that was 1-2. You guys were 1-5. You won the trash can. You won the trash can bowl. You want a bag of trash. Tail of the tape. Offense just can't finish. Offense cannot finish. And so far, Son Tap keeps his job. I will not be putting Abraham back in unless Tap gets injured. Wesley Crocker, 103 yards and a touchdown, longest of 72, longest run in Cathay history. Brook Twist, 4 drops, 1 catch. 1 drop and 3 receptions for Kamal Burge. Troy Williams, he continuously got missed. Open for the game-winning touchdown, open for a touchdown would have got us the lead again earlier on in the game. It's just quarterback play. Can't hit open guys. We had that one. Definitely had that one. That was rough. That was most definitely rough. I already know that we're quite possibly not winning this one. What am I talking about quite possibly? There's a high chance we don't win this one. Tail of the tape. for the next two upcoming games. Not looking pretty. Look to later on in the schedule. Do I need to look at a few of these? Like, we already know how it's going. I don't know why they gave us such a tough schedule. But a lot of these are money games. On to Mississippi State. Hopefully we don't choke this one away too. We're in the white and gold. Up against the Mississippi State Bulldogs, who are missing their quarterback, right outside linebacker, and their wide receiver. We are missing our defensive end, Capers, I believe. Biggest crowd we have possibly faced in the 2 years of our existence, minus the Mizzou game. I think they're probably bigger. Walter sends it deep as we get this game underway. Number 82 taking it from the 5-yard line. Reversing field and gets tackled at about the 21-yard line. And they placed them at the 22. Yeah, something's a little fishy because he turned around and ran back. He did not get there. He did not get there, and y'all know it. He was in between the 21 and the 20. These questionable spots by the ref are very fishy. But we digress as we come out and they throwing it deep. He overthrows Okiki and his intended wide receiver. As it is 2nd and 10 from the Bulldog 22. Cathay coming out in the nickel to counter this 3-wide set in the I formation. Throwing it over middle. He's really testing Okiki's coverage. And this time, number 9 makes a reception, makes a great diving catch. And Okiki can't quite block that out of his hand. Trying to run outside, does a spin move, and Chambers trips him up for a tackle for loss, making his presence felt early as the true freshman. Outside linebacker, middle linebacker, hopeful. Oliver there for the user tackle for loss in the backfield for a loss of about 4 on the wide receiver toss. Mississippi State coming out in 4 wide. Cathay in the dime to counteract it. Hopefully they can keep up. They've kept up with them so far as the Buffalo defense holds them to a 4th and 16, forcing a punt. Good punt. Hopefully he can return this one. Looking to make a man miss, but these SEC teams, their kick coverage is pretty good. Cathay coming out in 4 wide. Play action pass. He's looking short for Blanchard, who can't hold on to it. Blanchard just cannot catch a break. Direct snap to Crocker, real low snap. Takes it up the middle, tries to make a Bulldog miss, runs the man over, and it's tackled at about the 50-yard line. Great run by Crocker, setting his team up in good field position on that direct snap. Made 22 feel that one. Looking to set the tempo for how the day is going to be. Cathay coming off that loss last week. They feel some type of way. They want to win in that column. Looking deep for Pryor. Caught. Had plenty of targets last week and couldn't quite get a catch. This time he does, as Cathay moves down to the Bulldog 21-yard line. Cathay is threatening to score early on in this one. The great pass by Tap. He's looking to the corner of the end zone for Eaton. It's tipped. It's tipped twice. And out of bounds out the back of the end zone. Almost picked off. Dangerous throw. Tap calling audibles. Hopefully we confuse the defense and open up some pathways. Brook Twist is leveled. Did he get a hand on the ball or was he hit early? Never touched it. Never touched it. And just gets rocked. That is the third time that has happened this season. In 4 games. Ref has only called it once. I don't know how I feel about that. A lot of pushing and shoving in the end zone. Brook Twist jumps for it, but he can't quite get a hand on the ball. Bringing up 4th down for Cathay on the 21-yard line. And Walters coming in for another kick. Hopefully he doesn't mess this one up. Good snap, good hold. The kick, also good. Be right back. I just remembered something. back. Sorry about that. In rugby news for CRC, our CRC Berserkers are playing Taft High School April 6th at 9 a.m. at Taft High School. Feel free to show your support this spring for the Youth Academy rugby team and for high school rugby here in Chicago if you are a fan and are in the city. Cathay leads it 3-0 with 4:56 left to go in the first. Sending it deep to running back number 12 on about the 7-yard line, and he is brought down at about the 25-yard line. Bulldogs looking to answer, noticing that Cathay has not come to play. They come out in a full wide set. Testing Pryor, and he can't make a play. Gets a tackle at about the 50-yard line. They're going to test that side all day. Okiki has to have it on lock. Pryor has to have it on lock if they're over there. They're testing that all day. Trying to run it out left. Zaire is there stuffing the run for a gain of about nothing, or if that one. Cathy's still in the nickel to counteract this 3-wide set with a tight end left by Mississippi State. Play action, throwing it deep over the middle. Page is there for his 3rd pick in 5 games. 3rd pick in 5 games. Definitely could have had one yesterday if it wasn't raining and the ball wasn't getting away from everybody when Navy's quarterback overthrew their wide receiver. But Cathay comes out on the 31-yard line. Shotgun option right. Tap on the pitch to Crocker. Bouncing it back inside, going for another 2 to 3 yards, possibly picking up the first down there. He is 1 yard short. Four minutes left to go in the first quarter. Cathay has the ball, sending a man in motion, sending him back. As tap rolls left, trying to hit him over the middle. There's a lot of pushing and shoving, and Bird can't quite get there. Crowd is rocking the stadium as this 3rd down is here. Hits Burge again on the wide receiver screen as he takes it up to about midfield. See, I wasn't expecting to possibly win this game, but I just knew it was a possibility that we could. But at the same time, it's like this is the money game, but I don't want to. Spin move by Crocker to make a man miss, and is tackled after a gain of about 4 as their strong safety is now injured. He hurt his elbow on the play. Tap snaps it quickly, pump faking. Nobody open. Looking for Brook Twist, possibly. It's almost picked. Everybody was locked up on that play. Tapping the shotgun, dropping back to pass again. He's got Williams over the middle. He overthrew him again. Tipped up. Ah, hits the dirt. Fourth and 3 at the opposing 45-yard line. What is Cathay to do? Coach wants to go for it. Kid said that to believe in, trust in them. Coach trusts in them, and Muhammad picks it up. And Moore gets down to about the 35-yard line. Cathy's real dangerous when they can get their running game going. As they get down to the Mississippi State Bulldog 36-yard line. 1st and 10. With 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go. Cathay on the counter to Crocker left. Tries to bounce it further outside as he's tripped up at about after a gain of about 9. He's staying out there. .219 left to go and counting. Mississippi State coming out in the 5-2. Tap trying to make an adjustment. Brook Twist can't quite hear him, but now he gets the memo. Tap on the play action. Looking for Brook Twist over the middle. He gets hung up by that linebacker every time. Swear they're 6 yards from the line of scrimmage, but ref is guessing it's 5. Right snap to Cowdy, who gets nowhere as Blanchard hurts his arm on the play. 4th and 1. What will Cathay do? Cathay looking to go for it again from here. They know their kicker can't make it. Muhammad fights forward for a gain of about 2, but ref really isn't going to give it to him. The questionable spots don't stop this season. Questionable spots don't stop this season as Cathay is forced to turn the ball back over, even though I swear he picked that up. Based on where the line of scrimmage was, based on where the line of scrimmage is here and where the first down marker was, yeah, of course. He is guaranteed to get 1 catch every drive that they have, if not more. Double that man. Force him to throw it someplace else. Looking to throw it. He's throwing it deep. Massey can't stop it. And 81 takes it to the house for a Bulldog touchdown. After a questionable spot, gives them favorable odds to end the first quarter. Well, coming close to the end of the first quarter with the lead, 7-3, Bulldogs. Kicking off deep left as Okiki is back to receive the kick. Makes two Bulldogs forget where they are before going down on the 24-yard line. -115 passing yards, -5 rushing yards for the Bulldogs. Throwing it deep to Pryor again. Just gets it over him. Just gets it over the corner as Pryor gets to the other side of the 50. On the opposing 48-yard line with 1:03 left to go in the first. Cathay showing they got heart and they got fight. Tight end screen to Williams, goes nowhere. Probably a loss of about 2. Loss of 1. Declan Blanchard, bruised forearm, out for 2 quarters. 45 seconds and counting left to go in the first. Crocker tackle for a loss. On the draw play. And now comes the pain. So it begins. 20 seconds and counting left to go in the first. And Williams still can't hold on to it through contact. Yeah, he knows he's got to hold on to that. He's got to catch that. Trust in the defense. We learned our lesson last week against Navy. We trust in our defense. Our defense can make stuff happen. Special teams has been good to us, so good punt here. Hopefully we get a good bounce. Get a decent bounce. Push him into it. Could have possibly got a muff there. On their own 10-yard line, good kick. 8 seconds left to go in the first quarter. I feel like they're just going to run it here. Yep. Kaipo screaming down the line. Tackles the running back for a gain of about 1. To end the first quarter. Mississippi State Bulldogs over your Cathay Buffaloes, 7-3. Cathay coming on the nickel to face this 3-wide set. Running back making some shifty moves, and Ball Jr. to tackle him after a gain of about 8 there. Cathay really fishing to get Mississippi State to go 3 and out here. Dropping back to pass from goal line. Set. Page trying to deflect it. It can't quite get there, and Wyatt makes the catch through contact. It's an offensive lineman, guys. Come on. Now they just toying with us. Chambers for a tackle for loss. Coming from that right outside linebacker spot. Coming from that edge rusher spot to the left outside linebacker spot in the audible. Came clean through screaming for a loss of 3, taking the Mississippi Bulldogs back. Macy gets burnt. And the Bulldogs score again. This is going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. We can't catch them if they catch it. And we're with them all the way up until they catch it. (14-3) Bulldogs with 6:02 left to go in the second. They really tried to push me into their kicker. That's crazy. Macy back to return the kick from the 6-yard line. Hopefully he can make up for his mistake. Makes a Bulldog miss. He's trying to burn him on the outside and can't get past the 25-yard line. .558 left to go in the second. Cathay Buffalo is down 11. Throwing it deep. He overthrows Burge, who catches it off the tip and puts Cathay down on the opposing side of the 50. Whoa. Way to stay with it. .540 and counting on the opposing 33-yard line. Cathay with the screen to Brook twist. Can't make it go anywhere. No one blocks. That play is there. We just need the blocks. That's all we need. Loss of 1. That play is there. It's always there. We just got to make those blocks. Tap 4 wide. Play action to Crocker. Rolling right. Throwing one up for Williams again, who forgot to jump but laid a hit. Tired of our guys getting hit. He's choosing to be the enforcer today. Frankly, I'm not against it. I'm tired of us getting hit too. Every single game we have had a play where there was no pass interference call, with them just standing in the way, them running into us, or them just flat out hitting us before the ball even gets there. Tap choosing to keep this one all the way to the first down marker, diving down at about the 22-yard line. .505 left to go in the second. Cathay on the move, trying to score a touchdown here to keep it close. Handing it off to Crocker, who fumbles before hitting the ground. You can't be serious. Literally, he was about to hit the ground and he let it go. Everything that is everything that can go wrong is going wrong for your Buffaloes today. Morgan whiffs. There's a strip, and we can't fall on it. Apparently, the Cathay defense is not like cookies. We smacked the cookies out of his hand, but didn't fall on him. And we need those cookies. 4:40 left to go in the second. Throwing it deep, laying it out there. There's Morgan and Okiki throwing it into double coverage. Defense holds. Third down. Hopefully defense can hold them to a fourth down as they line up in the goal line set. They passed out of this last time. They might run it. Might run it this time. Chambers believes it's a run. Quarterback drops back to pass instead. Can't get off the blocks. He throws it out of bounds. Cathay is spared as Mississippi State is forced to punt. Name of the game is finished. Special teams has to set us up in good field position, and we need to get more than 3 every time we get down there. Shank punt, but it's a high one. No blocks were given again. Nowhere on the field when we need to have blocking is blocking being given. Sometimes in specific running plays, but other than that, design pass plays when we need it, it's nowhere to be seen. Tap making it audible. Switching from the shotgun to a single back set. Running the counter with Crocker that goes absolutely nowhere because no one blocked. We had the man pull, but nobody blocked. Everybody still thought it was a pass play. Cathay trying to make absolutely anything happen here. As it's deflected away from Pryor on the drag route. 3rd and 11 for Cathay. If we lose this one too, I'm not going to put you guys through 3 games of disappointment. We will simulate the Louisville game and end the stream after that. And hopefully we can come back and make something else happen. Brook Twist has found his hands this game as he makes his second catch. And gets a gain of about 7 there. 4th and 3. And there's a flag. Offsides, free first down. Let's go. Caught him offsides and he ran into us. 1st and 10. See if we can catch them napping on this one. 3 minutes, 35 seconds left to go in the second. Tap working the screen. Crocker trying to catch it in stride, and he's stripped from it again. Hobson falls on it, though. And Mississippi State really trying to make sure Cathay does not get past that 50-yard line anymore. Tap throwing it deep for Pryor, and it's deflected as Pryor is hit, and it's 3rd and 7. Tap on the run. And he can't get the pitch out. And Garcia appears to be a bit shaken up on the play unless he's just doing that glitch. And he's fine. 2:55 left to go. Cathy's still down by 11. Cathy coming out to go for it again. High snap. Looking for Eaton over the middle, and he overthrows him. I can't believe it. Wide open man, and we just can't hit him. First game was fine. I don't know what's going on now. Calling out audible is number 17 for Mississippi State. He drops back to pass once more. Got his running back open who breaks 2 tackles. Ball did not wrap him up. He spins past a third Buffalo. And it's a race to the end zone, and he burns us. To save us disappointment. On this redemption drive, if I can't get it, it's a back out simulation. As you guys know, that is a rule on my channel. If it's a 21 skunk and there's no sim, it's a back out and sim. It's usually the rule that I work with. Normally I try to play every game, but it's already kind of late, and I'm not trying to be up until 2 o'clock in the morning. So, spin to try to make something happen there. We will look at stats from for the next game in the sim. Well, after the sim, and then look at season stats so far. We already know Tap is not a good quarterback. Point taken. Our offensive line definitely needs work. We probably picked up like 2 freshmen, but out of everybody we got, definitely gonna need to pick up some offensive linemen that can actually hold a block, wide receivers that can catch, and a quarterback that can throw. Yeah. And they calling timeout. They want to run it up on us. It's only 3rd down. Jesus Christ. Tap takes a low snap. Looking for Pryor. There's all kinds of pass interference going on there, ref. Come on. As it was the redemption drive. I would like to say another thank you to anyone that have popped into the stream. If you like what you saw, don't forget to leave a like or a comment of your created recruit for this upcoming off season. As you can see, we do need the help. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, don't be shy to say hi in the streams if you catch me streaming. I'm nice. I don't bite. And don't forget to leave a comment on a custom recruit. Height, name, weight, handedness, skin tone, position, short backstory. We can work through swagger together in a stream. Until then, I'll just give them what I think they would like to wear. If you would like anything to be switched out, or you don't like what they already come with, if they already have swagger when I pick them up from the off season, feel free to let me know in stream. So for this game, Chambers got 11 tackles, 4 TFLs, and 2 sacks, and our loss of 13 to 34 to Mississippi State. Crazy the team can score a win. I'm not playing. As for this one, we already know how it's going to go. We're taking an L for this one too. And then I will back out and then go look at stats. One in 5. Tough year this year. Very tough year. Leafs are not really having any disciplinary problems. I think we had one. Cannot wait to be like Temple and LSU. Both of them are 5-1 or undefeated. Period. Next stream we'll be taking on Middle Tennessee State, ECU, and possibly Army. I might simulate this Boston College game. We only lost to Louisville by 10, apparently. But yeah. Here are the mid-season stats, what they're looking like. And here are your mid-season stats. We have 2 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. We got better touch than Hilario. That's for sure. Hilario probably isn't going to be good till his senior year, sitting at 1-1. 25% and 39% completion percentage. Crocker with 3 touchdowns with the longest run of 72 yards, 89 attempts, 441 yards. DeSoto High County, 75 yards on the season, no touchdowns, 27 attempts. Got Wyatt with some carries, 9 for 40. Ibrahim Muhammad, our senior fullback, 12 attempts, 37 yards, 2 touchdowns, longest of 11. And Tamati, our backup fullback, for when Muhammad is gone, has 2 attempts for 3 yards. Brooke Twist with 1 carry. We ran the ball with him once. In receiving, Eaton, the freshman, coming back off injury earlier in the season, 14 receptions for 174 yards, no touchdowns yet. Lavelle Lamb Pryor, still out for a quarter, but might be longer. We'll find out next stream as to what he did, apparently, getting himself in trouble again. Crocker with a receiving touchdown, 106 receiving yards. Blanchard with 108 and no touchdowns yet. Cardi with a receiving touchdown, 65 yards on 6 receptions. Brooke Twist with 64 for 4. Troy Williams with 90 and a touchdown with 4 receptions. Kamal Berg 3 receptions for 51 yards, no touchdowns. Tanner also is in trouble for another game apparently for with 3 receptions, 27 yards. They'll start acting up because y'all can't get open. Offensive line, yeah, it's a problem. Right guard definitely is a problem. I mean, he has to start. We don't have anybody else. The backup right guard, yeah, letting in a lot of sacks. Definitely should be cleaned up by next year. O-line gonna have a whole new set look. On for defense, which I'm pretty sure is most people's favorite look. This is my favorite look. We've got Delvin Page at free safety with 28 tackles and 3 picks. Longest return for 11 with 6 pass deflections. Roger Chambers, true freshman, creative prospect with 9 tackles for loss, 28 tackles, 3 sacks, 2 pass deflections on the season. Willis Hooks with 26, 10 tackles for loss and 4 sacks. Then we got middle linebacker Willie Collins with 22, 5 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble. True freshman Omar Oliver with 21 tackles, 7 tackles for loss, a sack, and a forced fumble. Lamar Arrington with 19, 6 tackles for loss, and 1 sack. Massey with 3 TFLs as a freshman redshirt corner and 18 tackles. This kid, he has a forced fumble too and 7 pass deflections. I feel like he's going to be a beast come his sophomore year if he gets it together. That's only if he gets it together. Okiki is so far being the leader there at cornerback with Cedric Morgan, Cedric Morgan has 17 tackles and 2 picks. We have Keani Kaipo, our All-American senior redshirt defensive tackle, 16 tackles, 4 for a loss, 2 sacks, and a pass deflection, which turned into a pick for Stanton. Which 1 pick, 1 yard, 2 tackles for loss, 13 tackles for Stanton. A.T. Ball Jr., 10 tackles, not much to say there, 3 pass deflections. Lambani Okiki injured for a week, got injured last week, but he should be back by next stream with 10 tackles. Zaire has 9 tackles, 3 for a loss. Greg with 8, 2 for a loss. Olainka filling in when he needs to at DT and middle linebacker from time to time. 8 tackles, 3 for a loss and a sack. Gathers with 7 tackles. Pryor with 4 tackles, 2 tackles for loss and a sack and a pick for when he has to play corner. Hedgecock, true freshman, right outside linebacker with 3 tackles. And Mayamiko Obama with 3 tackles for loss and a sack for when he comes in. He's an All-American playing a secondary role right now. Kamal Burge with 2 tackles for. We got a lot of offensive players that have tackles for when our quarterbacks aren't quarterbacking. So far, kicker is 66% on field goal percentage, 6 for 9, but 100% on extra points. And our punter, beast of a punter, 17 punts inside the 20, 5 touchbacks with a net average of 43.3 yards, net yards of 1,029. All-American first team punter. Kid's a beast. His longest punt was 89 yards, and that was the opening. That was year 1. He had 25 punts inside the 20 that year. Well, like to thank you guys for watching. Demon,